Welcome to JCCR Racing and the Nuringburg Ring, the sprint portion, the weekly race, where there's been a lot of violence, a lot of trouble. Let's see if we can survive and maybe discover together some tricks to surviving races when there's next to no rules and no penalties, when things just get completely out of hand. And I spelled Nuringburg Ring incorrectly because it's Nuringburg as hamburger. But let's see, we're starting up in third. We've got a decent chance here if we can just not get pelted or punted from behind, speared into another stratosphere on turn one. Matthias Yoda, hello. Thank you very much for making it in. Welcome to the JCCR racing community, where we've got a good number of sim racers, all a mix of A drivers all the way to E drivers, and really the goal is that we all learn and grow together. Ronan, thank you very much for reminding me that Smooth is fast. James Sturdivant, thank you very much. I'm going to try to go get him and not hit anyone and not get hit. Safe, smart driving is usually the best way to, do the best we can. I just did half of three-quarters of a lap to warm up, and I was spinning out all over the place. So smooth, I gotta be smooth here. And let's defend hard the first turn, but not take too much of the inner apex, because this thing will shoot you off course. If you catch too much of that, you'll lose control a great deal. Oh, and in second, this is a good place to be after turn one, because this week we've been destroyed on turn one pretty much every time. Alright, we've got 0.5 seconds ahead, so we need to do some moderate defending here. So we'll take the apex. Not the fastest way around. However, the nice defense position around the track. There we go, I'm kicking out the car because my braking and acceleration is not smooth. We got to ease into this accelerator pedal and ease into the brake pedal, and after we're going to get into some subscriber versus YouTube races in the lobby. Winner picks the next race. Alright, I'm not in a defense position here. So let's... Oh, he does not cook it. He does that quite well. Oh, looks like we might have a nice little healthy back and forth. Alright, first a little too much torque. We would have lost it there, so I shifted up to keep it smooth. Okay, let's try to get a good line through here. Down into the first for this corner. Try to line it up so, we can speed there. Really got to get that apex if we're going to be quick through here. This should help close up the gap. Oh, almost get a big punt there. Ridiculous, the racing this week. That was kind of my fault. It wasn't the safest, I guess, back on track that I could have done. But I knew the car behind us that had been hitting us was going to destroy us anyway, so got on the track a little quicker, knowing that no matter what we do, we're going to get destroyed. Well, that's pretty much how all the races have been this week. People on the straightaway taking each other out. I think GT7 really needs to put a 5-second penalty on straightaway bashing, and it'll really get the racing back to racing. Or even if you just 0.5 second per bang, they just have to calculate any straightaway hitting that's more than just slight paint rubbing from the cars coincidentally meeting up. Now what I actually needed to do when that car was hitting on me is just to let go of the accelerator. So when he swings in, he points himself up on the front nose of the vehicle and takes himself out. Lamborghini sounding awfully good. Driving's not bad either, so let's see if we can get a good clean pass here. Not bad. Hopefully the car behind us, 1.2 seconds. Can't plan on him being clean, so let's just try to drive as fast as we can and gain some ground. Be patient with the pass here. Still have just about 2 laps to make this pass. A little flick to get us back in the straight and narrow. There we go, we'll get the straight on this. I think we're going to get the pass on this straightaway. Oh, not quite enough track. We're real close to gap up. There we go, and we got the pass in, but we're 7.3 seconds. Wow, we really got hit hard. Thank you very much, Super Doofus, for the support. Oh, we're gonna get pushed. Oh, wasn't that hard of a push. Surprise. Very surprised. Nicely surprised. Took us offline, but at least it didn't. Took us out of our line. But it didn't send us way out into another stratosphere. We might get a double pass here. Can we do it? We're certainly going to try. There's enough track left. Nice back and forth with the car behind us. And I didn't defend the apex. He could have made the pass there. But we pulled it off. We held 8th, so our driver rating won't be going down, and I think that was the main thing for me. Can handle getting hit off track, but didn't want to have the driver rating go down. Cheers, folks. Friday Friends races. Let's get down to those Friends races as soon as possible. I'm just going to get into the live chat. All right. Made into the chat. Good evening, everybody. Made it in the chat. Thanks for your patience. All right, so let's see who's going to be making it for the races tonight. We've got Ronan, we've got Knight Rider Jim. Sorry, we've got James Sturdivant. Wonder if James is going to join us. Let me know if you're going to be able to make it to the lobby. Let's just see. Wow, first, second, and third. Very glad to see that they've made it with a safe race. Great job. And we're getting mixed in with A racers. So let's see where our safety rating has gone. It was most of this year, it's been a full S. So it must have gone down. Oh, it's still a full S, but we got mixed in with A racers. That is odd. Very odd. All right. Oh, it's gone down a hair. It's a hair off full. So not sure why we're getting mixed in with A racers. Oh, this week's race has been, so unpleasant. Not a big fan of races that allow the bashing on the straightaways. All right, let's see what race we're going to start off with. Hopefully the lobbies are functioning this fine evening. Oh, no worries. Tom, thank you very much for letting us know. You will be missed, my friend. Plus, you're working tomorrow, so maybe you'll want a little bit of time with the missus. That would be pretty understandable. All right, so if you want to come race, Friday night, it's for the friends. It's JCCR Racing Clean or Kick. Come join in. We'll do several races if we can get the right number of racers, but normally it takes a few minutes to get to 6. Then as soon as we get 6, it opens up. I should say it closes up. We go from 6 to 12 usually very, very quickly, but it's the first 6 that are the real challenge. And I don't know if Dano's going to be making it tonight. Let's see. Cars to race versus tracks. Ronan or Rizio, if you guys want to pick the track, I'm all ears. We'll do quick 3 laps. So if there's a wipeout, you just finish up your laps, you stick to it, and then we're back into another race quickly after that. We'll try out how does Mount Panorama circuit for the first one of the night. As people get in, do a quick little practice lap. All right, turn 1 to Bathurst. We'll do a quick little review and a rundown of the track from the perspective of a rookie. At the 50, get down into 2nd gear. I'm going to try it in 3rd, low 3rd, or actually just higher 2nd gear. Coast through here, get your braking in before turning in. 1st gear for the 911, 2nd gear for most other cars. 911 actually has a workable 1st gear. Full throttle, 4th gear. Just let off the accelerator there, did not eat wall. Full throttle through here. Avoid the temptation to brake. Brake right that straight section, then this straight section. Save all the braking for the straight sections. Probably should have done all the braking just in that last little section, but I chickened out. straightaway, nothing to do but put the pedal to the metal, stretch the legs by putting the pedal all the way to the floor. The Viper has an early shift at about 154 going into 6th, but 160 miles per hour for the Porsche 911. Here it's a tight last turn, so at the 50, full braking, turn in with the foot off the brakes. It's such a sharp turn. Here I believe it's at the 75. There we go, at the 75. Power through when there's no cars and traffic. There we go, we get the first 6, and then that list is gonna populate very quickly. At the 50, let's try it. In 3rd, oof. Nope, top of 2nd. Need 2nd for rotation. Alright, I'm going to start the race up in about 15 seconds. So hopefully everyone's picked their car as well as their tire selection. Make sure you have your softs on. So everyone, check out your car, your tires, pick your car, and there we go. As soon as you get to 6 racers, you go from 6 to full very quickly, so we'll just wait for Vic Wheels to hit that check mark. Handy Andy. And I'm going to remind everyone to have a nice, clean race. This is supposed to be very different than the weekly races. It's supposed to be enjoyable, where we actually work on getting faster, proper racecraft. To some, good to see you. And again, to others, nice to meet you. And we're just, our buddy Remy. Welcome back, Remy. Thanks for making it into the lobby race this evening. So, Remy, as soon as you've got that beautiful car of yours picked out, the soft tires, try to get it done as quickly as possible. Let's see we'll start the race off this way right here. Let's see who we've got racing. We got Ronan in the Corvette, C7 Corvette. If you buy a used C7 Corvette, it's going to come with a 6.2 liter V8 engine, and you might want to change the exhaust to get a better sound out of it. It's actually a little quiet, surprising. 5 liter Mustang, the Coyote engine, is actually a great sounding V8. My Shelby GT350 with the 5.2 liter Voodoo engine is just an absolute roar. Super high revving like the Ferrari 458. We got Vic Wheels ready to go in the 911. AMG being driven by Mason. I'm in the 911. Remy's got his Supra on the track. We've got a Genesis from Handy Andy. Senna is in an original Skyline race car. Fantastic. Nissan GTR Skyline. All right, Peter is driving your Ferrari 458. Lots of Ferrari 458s. Let's get this race started right up. Good luck, folks. We're going to be doing the grid start from a full standstill, so make sure you've got your foot on the brake and not the gas here. Well, it can also be the gas, and make sure you got your foot on the brake. And just slide your foot off the brake once the clock starts counting out. Get your brake balance going for the beginning of the race. Radar on for situational awareness. Not a horrible start, but a slow first gear. Oh, we've been a little bit of a punt. Survivable. Some cars you got to shift early, but the 911 you really have to rev it out. I think possibly more than any other car. BMW you rev out quite a bit as well. Power up the hill during the turn. Oh no! You catch grass and it really slows you down. Oof, really slid through that section. Somehow survived. I'm being far too rough with the pedals. This is a race where you really gotta often ease into the accelerator and ease into the brake pedal. And also a race where when you're doing your heavy section, there's sections top of the hill, throughout the whole hill section, you gotta brake really hard, but when the steering wheel is more or less straight, quick little brake periods, pulsing the brake period basically, the brake pedal. Oh, 100 and almost, yeah, cooked it. I needed to turn in a little earlier, but I didn't want to hit the car. But the back of the pack had a bit of trouble, so we're still in 5th. Off the brake pedal for the turn-ins, for the very sharp, quick turn-ins of Mount Panorama. Here at the 75, we'll start braking. Need to catch the apex. There's not a whole lot of track to work with, so mixing the apex will likely lead to eating a wall or going to the cow patties. Got 2.3 second lead on Wally, so we can really use the full track here. Super Doofus, that sounds like a good plan. I got home today and hadn't had lunch, so did the same thing as you. Needed to get sitting down at the table, spend some time with the wife and daughter, and actually enjoy a meal. Oof. Yeah, you miss the apex by a few feet and you eat the wall. Doable, foot to the floor, but you really got to eat that apex. And not eating the wall there is oh so important, because it really changes your speed going down this straightaway. You can see the spacing that we're gaining on the car that had been gaining on us. Wally really was gaining on us. He ate a little bit of wall, and it made a huge difference for this straightaway. And we're slowly catching up to Handy Andy. Let's try to make a safe pass on the Genesis. Wally making a good comeback in the last turns, really gaining some ground. He's going to be in a position to pass on the straightaway here. We'll go do a little defensive work. in the wall, so that's going to cost us. Wally's going to be right behind us again. And I made it back on the track without hitting anyone. Good job, Vic Wheels, for not punting me. Thank you. My goodness, we've got a mix. The Commonwealth countries here. I guess Canada, US, Great Britain, Australia. What a mix of racers. This is interesting. Thank you everybody for making it. It's nice to have good, clean, fun racing where we can work on our takeovers, work on defense, work on, sometimes it's time, you know, you have to apply your getting past skills. There is skill in getting past properly as well. When you know someone's going to be blowing your doors off, of course you throw themselves in front of you, then they might have no choice but to punch you. If you're doing it last minute. So just a tiny bit of skill. And yes, good job, Jim. So Jim, next race, it is your choice. You are the leader, the winner of that race. Oops, here, let's see. So let me know, Jim, what race you'd like to be driving. 205.3, fantastic lap. Ronan, 206.6, also great. And Mason with a 206.1, fantastic. You guys blew it out of the water. So let's see what race gets picked, whether it's this one again or another race. Tokyo Express, right on. Let's do it. Let's see. I don't think it's the one up here. Tokyo Express. Let's just try it here. No, it's Tokyo. They don't organize these by order of country. Sorry for the little delay. We don't race Tokyo that often, as you can see, otherwise I'd remember where it is. And which Tokyo Express? All right. Lots to choose from. Second row from the top, second one in front of the right. So east clockwise? No, you're still describing the main one. Well, I guess we'll go central south counter clockwise. Okay, south counter clockwise. South counter clockwise. All right, very cool. That'll be some harrowing turns. This should be fun. This will be interesting. All right, let's see. We've got Jay Rizzio and Mason, Ronan. I'm Johnny. Welcome, and if you could hit that like button, it will really help get the video out to a few more people and slowly grow the community here. And if you haven't already done so, greatly appreciate it if you subscribe. That way you can be part of the community and come back in, join, race with us. We've got Remy, Vic Wheels, Handy Andy, Ruben23, and Jekyll. Remy, thank you so much for making it back. JCCR, Ronan, and Rizzio, as always, thank you so much for making it in every night. You guys are dedicated racers. I love racing with you guys. Now hopefully, yeah, 7, 8, 9 racers would be perfect. If we can just all make sure we've got our soft tires, our car picked. We'll give Handy Andy a chance. I want to race with him again. He was very clean, had no issues whatsoever. But he's gone. I don't think he is a fan of this race, so we'll get it started up. Let's get ready to put the pedal to the metal on TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. Well, we may not be able to read the expressway signs, but we'll figure out where to go. Hopefully it's not into each other and that this will be a clean, safe, fun race. Drive it like we own the cars. Drag race with the Corvette beside us. Corvette Porsche rivalry, which goes way back. Jekyll probably needs to be booted. Jekyll is really looking at people on the straights, which is unfortunate. Took it extra wide, but came back for the pass. My timing was a little off. Go for it, Remy. I'm not going to block. You're about to blow my doors off. All right, let's get ready for the big turn here at the 150. I was a little early on the braking, but at least we didn't go into the wall. I think a lot of people have trouble with this race. I think that's why we lost 4 racers coming, but I think it's a lot of fun. It's an interesting race. Love the turns on this track. Very challenging, high risk. High reward. The reward is a whole lot of fun. And if you can handle this race, you can handle almost any race. It has a bit of everything except for elevation. There's no elevation challenge. Let's see if we can catch up to Wally. Oh, and it's Wally again, and racing between Wally and Mason. Very cool. Very nice. Oh, have a walking or driving to the store for dog food. Tom, with your knee that's bothering you, hopefully you're not walking too far. Narrow margins. Narrow margins of success or disaster, depending how you look at it. Love at the Tokyo Expressway how you can make solid passes in the turns. Really interesting race. Lots of places to eat wall like nothing before. Such a satisfying race once you get somewhat the hang of it. Oh good, definitely not walking. Tom, I'm glad to hear. You won't get mugged or blow out your knee walking to the store. All right, Wally's in third. We're not far off the podium. Let's see if we can do another one of those in the turn passes while still being safe and completely missing them. And if there's a place to do it, this is definitely one of them. Ease into the throttle. That will help inch you closer to the cars in front. Oh, I just need to lay off there, and we're making good progress on closing the gap with Wally. Throwing away our chances here. Narrow track, need to be smooth. Rewards go to those that catch the apex on that last turn, and that was a full mile off the apex, so no gap closing on Wally. And Jay Rizzio taking the win with Ronan in second, Wally in third. Great job, guys. Let me know what it's going to be. Mr. Jay Rizzio, what race would you have us take on? The choice is all yours. And the night is still relatively young. All right, let's check out the results. In first, we got Jay Rizzio driving the Supra. Also the Supra from Ronan, the Corvette driven by Wally, and I was in the 911. And right behind us, we had Remy in the Supra. Ronan's going to be picking this race. Wally is dirty. Oh, but then Jekyll, actually, I saw Jekyll being really dirty at the beginning of the race, so I'm not surprised. Grand Valley, fantastic. Nice, lovely track. Highway 1, regular, 3 laps. Yeah, Wally's not sure what he's talking about either. I wonder if Jekyll had been hitting Wally and at some point he just kind of hit him back. Big week, sorry. Not fading off quite yet, but it was a big week. All right, we've got 8 racers. That's more than enough for Grand Valley, because all the turns here are narrow with high consequences, high risks, and another high risk, high reward track. This track is a ton of fun once you get the hang of it. Come on, Wally, hit that check mark. Pick your car and let's get racing. Give him a little encouragement here. Grand Valley. I think I'm going to stick to the 911 just because I'm used to it. But I think the mid-engines do quite well here. The Skyline, actually, I've had my fastest time with the Skyline here, and it does a great job handling the sand off the side of the track. Come on, Wally, you can do it, buddy. Don't get replaced. I want 8 racers here. But once that Nuringburg is in... Oh, the hired gun. Oh, well, that makes more sense than what I just said. Sorry. And Wally is in. Good job, Wally. Thank you. And we'll give a quick, short chance to the here gun. And let's see who we've got racing. We got Jekyll. Hopefully it's just going to be Jekyll, and it's going to be more Mr. Hyde than Jekyll. In the Ferrari 458, we got N. Mason in the hungry car-eating 911. The hired gun in an Audi R8. Audi R8, definitely a car I've considered buying for the YouTube channel, Johnny's Car Care and Reviews. That would require him to trade in the Shelby, which is extremely reliable. But the R8 isn't, it's far from perfect when it comes to reliability, so it's been holding me back. I'm going to be driving the 911. Ooh. I believe the Lexus, at least the Lexus in the real world, has a V8 in it. That thing is sounding incredible. Remy in his very nice looking Supra. We got JCCR Jay Rizzio taking it old school. Is that a Saleen or is it a McLaren? And Saleen makes their exotic or supercar similar. Oh, and he's rocking the JCCR logo in the front. Looking good, Jay Rizzio. And it's Mr. Clean. Fantastic livery. Rock on, buddy. Right on. And we got Sammy Epic in the house. Right on. Great to have you back, Sammy Epic. The legend. One of the legends himself. And we got Ronan in the Supra. Looking extra sharp. Very nice skin. Now let's get the race going. And the race is starting up in 7 seconds. I keep taking the 911 on the grid start, and the grid start is just pretty rough on the 911. Oh, the week is kicking me in the pants right now. Good old crotch kick from the week. Brake balance at 4, I think, makes the 911 very controllable. Woo! Look at those 9. Well, Jekyll would have gotten a great takeoff and is driving the car with the best low acceleration. So great takeoff with the 911. And I think Jekyll just did a great job getting a perfect launch. Oh, why am I braking? I've forgotten how to drive this race, apparently. At the 300, get the braking on, catch the apex, ease back into the throttle. Lots of throttle modulation for this track required. We got Jekyll in front, Jay Rizzio in first place, leading the pack, Remy in fourth. Oh, we got some sort of animal crossing the road, or the shadow of maybe the helicopter way above, but it looked like a random lump of black running across the screen, or the track. Good job, good pass. Good job, Remy. Nice work there, teammate. Now the Nissan GTR handles that corner exquisitely. Takes it and handles it like a surgical knife that's made for one thing and one thing only. And that's cutting turns with absolute precision. going to be tight up at the top of the pack. Well, Jay Rizzio's off all on his own, but I mean between second, third, and fourth, we're all pretty close here. Okay, so second needed for proper rotation there. Lesson learned, we'll get the last lap just right. I was sure I was going to hit Jekyll, so I took myself off, pretty much off the track. That worked out not too badly in the end. Just missed the wall. That was not smooth on my part, so let's get back to some smooth driving, get the braking on early, and accelerating out of turns early as well. Rev it up to 160. Oh, watching this speedometer. Silly mistake. And that'll take me out of the racing for third. Silly mistake. Important to keep your eye on the prize, on the present, what's right in front of the car, and also what's ahead of the car. Just like in life, if you take your focus off your line to success, your line to getting your goals done, you take your focus off and start focusing on other things, and you might take the wall. Oh, alcohol, I've wasted so much time and money with you. No longer. Let's, oh, maybe, can we squeeze? At least if we can keep it close with JCCR Ronan, that means we're driving pretty good. He's a stellar driver. Full throttle through there, and that's why lost how close we were. Oh, I think JCCR Ronan might have taken it at the very end of the race. Oh, was he ever close? Well done, gang. Sammy Epic, good to see your quality racing back. I think we need to do that one more time. Actually, I'll let the pole winner, not winner of the pole, but you know what I mean. Ye who earned gold, pick the next race. So it's the McLaren F1. At the 149.9, and Remy having a really fast lap time, also of 150.2. Great work, guys. Great work. So Jay Rizzio, let me know what the choice is. And Remy is going to be picking the race. So Remy, let us know what race. Do we do this race again, or do we hit up a new race? Let me know. Trial. All right, let's go pick out Trial. Oh, Trial Mountain. Ooh, this is going to be tough for me, but let's get her done. And let's try a rolling start for this one. Changed up a little for once. All right, let's get that check mark hit up as quickly as possible. I am starting to fade, so this is going to be the last one for me of the night. If someone wants to take over the lobby or restart a lobby under the JCCR Race Clean or Kick banner, then hopefully everyone will just switch over, just call it out if you're going to be setting that up. We're probably waiting for people's internet to get them in. Sometimes I forget that aspect. We're just missing N Mason. Don't want to move on without him just because he has a safety rating of C. I don't want to judge the book by its history, not just the cover, but the entire history. But what counts is whether people are going to be clean in this lobby or not. And if they are going to be clean, they're not going to get booted. Fortunately, sometimes I make mistakes, but I can't boot myself. I know sometimes I should, but I cannot. Because I'm hosting the lobby. If I boot myself, well then everyone gets booted. So we're going to have to start without N Mason. Sorry about that, N Mason. A little slow. Last race of the night. Let's get ready to put the pedal to the metal. And welcome to the lobby. JCCR, Racing Clean, or Kick, or possible Batman. Batman is what I call. I put an open season on a car because they've just been too dirty. And I try to be a fair and unbiased judge when it comes to that. Oh, nice livery, Ronan. Blue wheels, very sharp. All right, haven't driven this track in quite some time, but just trying to be smooth as possible, get the braking done in advance, coast a lot. Lap 1 is going to be a learning experience. And I got a surprise pass in. Ronan might just be letting me pass for the shoots and giggles. The sheets and giggles. I'm almost sheeting myself, getting a pass on Ronan, but I think he let me get the pass there. Let's just keep grabbing the apexes here. Braking in this section. Oh. Very late braking, almost cooked it there. All right, we've got Checo behind us. Very close behind us. So I'm going to have to start defending these turns instead of taking the ideal line of going from the complete outside to the complete inside and then catching apex. And once we catch apex, get back on the throttle. Going to need to defend the corners. We're gaining a little bit of ground, so we can go back to going more towards the ideal line when I know it or can find it. That was a slow start to this straightaway, so Jekyll's going to be definitely closing that gap. Oh, there he is. All right, we've got enough space here. We can go from the complete outside, catch the apex, and then get back on the throttle nice and early. Gotta watch that speed bump. Alright, we've got 0.9 seconds. 0.8 by the time we get to the end of the straightaway. I think that means we're going to be able to use the full track width. Yeah, we're good to use it. To make a mistake on that one. We were too heavy on the brakes while the steering wheel was turned, so the car went into a slide. Whoa! What was going on there? Doing it. Burnouts, or donuts as some call it, in the tunnel. Very hard to see the car. Kind of comical for the chaos that can cause. Tom, thanks for catching that. That was one of the funnier yet chaotically tricky things that I've seen. That won't get someone booted at all. That's you make me laugh, and even if you might cause an accident, if it's kind of harmless clowning around like that, I don't think it was meant in any bad intention other than being pure hilarity. Oh, and he just barely scraped by with the second. We did a thing! Yes, thank you for being here, Tom, and others. Ronan, Knight Rider Jim, thank you for being here, where I finally pick up a podium. And again, some of those legends, I am very pleased. Up 2 positions, got the clean race star, got the Boy Scout badge. Quite pleased with that. And I don't know who was doing this spinning in the tunnel, but it was funny, because I've never seen it before, and I was not expecting that whatsoever. Now let's see who got first. Sammy Epic, right on, mate. Great job in the Huracan, which is even double great job, because the Huracan is high risk, even higher, high reward and even higher risk. Knight Rider Jim saying, that was me. All right, so you gave us up the position to allow us. You're so far ahead. You said, you know what? I'm gonna make the guys pee their pants with laughter. That was a good one, buddy. Well prayed, my friend. Thanks so much, folks, for watching. Thanks for making it in. Extra thank you to the racers. We couldn't do it without you, obviously. I can't just do qualifying laps all by myself. That wouldn't be very fun for me. It wouldn't be very fun for anyone that watches and partakes in the community. Special thank you to the members of the channel. You help make this all happen so that I can actually write off and have business expenses and whatnot for when I'm buying equipment for the channel. You're getting me closer to being a full-fledged sim racing channel. Ronan, thank you so much for making it in all the time with that beautiful German Shepherd. And I want to remind everyone, I ate the wall tonight, and I was focused on other things. It is good in life to be hyper-focused, but then also be able to say, okay, well, now I'm hyper-focused on this, but this is a break period, so I'm going to choose to be focused on this for a little bit before I get back to my task. If you hyper-focus on one thing for far too long and don't give yourself a break from it, you're very well likely to get burnt out, and then even sometimes you're at 90% of the accomplished task and you don't realize it, because often when you're taking on a new skill, a new hobby, a new project, a new sport, a new business venture, it's really front end loaded. The last 10% can go by so quickly, and success can just hit and all get dumped in all of a sudden, and you've got all that backlog. And if you get hyper focused and don't give yourself any breaks and time off, you can be at 90% and think that you're only 10% in when really you only have 10% left. And because you've been hyper focused with no breaks, you burn out and you leave it all together. You put a big X on the project, you figure you're only 10% in, and you drop what could have been a very successful venture. So it is so important to balance life, exercise, the physical, the food that you eat, time you spend with friends and family, as well as the spiritual endeavors. And, hyper focus, but with breaks. And if you're focusing on other stuff too much, well, you can also hit the wall. Just like when you over focus and beat yourself up about what's happened in the past, probably going to hit a wall, a bit of depression. You need to live in the present, but not just purely the present with no thought of the future, because then, if you live like a hedonist and you just chase and run after what makes you happy in the right immediate now, probably some of what you do is gonna lead to some real future problems, and you might not have a whole lot of overall success because you didn't build up to accomplishing anything, great. So it's important to have those long-term projects, but not just be completely stuck in the future and frozen by anxiety. Break up those big projects that you need to work on over 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, sometimes 20 years. Find little micro sections to those, little micro goals, and pat yourself on the back. Give yourself a reward when you get those goals done. And I think that is a good kind of like general framework on achieving success. It's worked for me in other realms of my life, and hopefully I'll start getting better at the racing. Obviously, getting a lot of help from the community has made us have huge improvements. So thank you so much. Blessed to have you all along for the ride. I wish you all more cars and more power. Hope you get to put the pedal to the metal on a car that you love sometime real soon. If it's not in the real world, that's okay. This is still my favorite way to drive. But if you are interested in real world cars, over on Johnny's Car Care and Reviews, would love it if you can subscribe to that channel. Trying to get to 15,000 subscribers. We're not far off. 14,853, I think, now. But there we've got a long-term review we've had now for, I think we're going to be going into our third year this spring. This April, May, we'll be on to our third year of owning a 2017 Shelby GT350 with almost no miles on it, 28,000 kilometers. We've got the 1999 Porsche 911 to answer the question, can you own a beautiful European sports car without breaking the budget or ruin your marriage? We've got a 1991 Toyota MR2, which, if I didn't have such a wonderful wife, would ruin a normal marriage because, well, we're on our fourth engine. And we've got the 2025 Ford F-150 Tremor. We loved our 2024 so much we traded in for a 2025, same model, different color. It is a fantastic truck, tons of power. Try one out at a dealership sometime real soon. You won't be disappointed. And the 3.5 liter V6 EcoBoost engine, that's a twin turbo V6, won't disappoint you. It is a ton of fun, and it's now extremely reliable. Folks, take care. Godspeed and God bless everybody.